Nathan J. Robertson has identified what I think is the best proof that Kavanaugh lied under oath. He wrote the details of that proof in his article, so that's why I made this video.
But I did have the summer of 1982 documented pretty well. The event described by Dr. Ford presumably happened on a weekend, because I believe everyone worked and had jobs in the summers. And in any event, a drunken early evening event of the kind she describes presumably happened on a weekend. If it was a weekend, my calendars show that I was out of town almost every weekend night before football training camp started in late August. The only weekend nights that I was in D.C. were Friday, June 4, when I was with my dad at a pro golf tournament. And had my high school achievement test at 8:30 the next morning. I also was in D.C. on Saturday night, August 7th, but I was at a small gathering at Becky's house in Rockville with Matt, Denise, Lori, and Jenny. Their names are all listed on my calendar. I won't use their last names here. And then on the weekend of August 20 to 22nd, I was staying at the Garretts with Pat and Chris as we did final preparations for football training camp that began on Sunday the 22nd. As the calendars confirm, that weekend before a brutal football training camp schedule was no time for parties. So let me emphasize this point. If the party described by Dr. Ford happened in the summer of 1982 on a weekend night, my calendar shows all but definitively that I was not there. During the weekdays in the summer of 1982, as you can see, I was out of town for 2 weeks of the summer for a trip to the beach with friends and at the legendary 5-star basketball camp in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. When I was in town, I spent much of my time working out, lifting weights, playing basketball, or hanging out and having some beers with friends as we talked about life and football and school and girls. Some have noticed that I didn't have church on Sundays on my calendars. I also didn't list brushing my teeth. And for me, going to church on Sundays was like brushing my teeth. Automatic. Still is. The calendars show a few weekday gatherings at friends' houses after a workout or just to meet up and have some beers. But none of those gatherings included the group of people that Dr. Ford has identified.
Here's Kavanaugh's calendar. Dr. Ford said that Kavanaugh and Judge and PJ and at least one other boy were all at a house. Well, we know Bart Kavanaugh was there because it's his schedule. And here's Judge, and here's PJ. Here are all those 3 named boys and others at a house together, just as she said. She said Kavanaugh and Judge were drunk and that she had a beer. Skis is brewskis, beer. They were drinking, just as she said.
Kavanaugh also listed Ski on that date. Ski was Chris Garrett's nickname. Ford says she went out with Garrett and he introduced her into Kavanaugh's social circle.
Now, I will concede that the 2 girls aren't mentioned. But spot me this. If you had just sexually assaulted one of the 2 girls, would you add the girls' names to your calendar? I doubt it.
There's a link to Nathan's article in the video description. Please use the YouTube tools to send this video to everyone you can, and tweet this video out to every senator. See the video description for links to the senators' Twitter accounts.